Hey everybody, you know what time it is, right? That's right. What's the day? It's Sunday Fun Day. So we got a couple of little improvements around here. Had a catastrophic failure on my $15 tripod that we got. So I had to make a new investment. I got me another $15 tripod at Wally World. And this one's okay, I guess. It's got some extra funky little things that you can do and stuff that I won't ever use anyway. So, but yeah, we're going to try this one out. And we bought a different one. And we may try it out too. It actually has a little telescopic or bendy little octopus kind of style little arms on it. And it's got a light thing that comes with it. And so anyway, we're going to try this one first. It seems to be doing okay. So we're going to give it a shot. So stick with me. Y'all may wind up in here before it's over with. So let's feed some beans, right? Let's check on our 200 worm bin here. So we're going to pull this stuff out of the way and see who's home and who wants to play. Ain't got no riders on there, I don't believe. Oh, yeah. Definitely looking good. It's a little compacted right here. I had set a bin in here in the midst of shooting last time and left it. So it done a compaction right there. So we're going to fluff it and then we're going to feed it. And then we should be in good shape. So I've got this tripod set right up in the way. So we're going to try to work around it. And like I said, it's all new. So we'll get to it. So yeah, let's just fluff her one time and turn her over and see how everybody's doing and who's what and what's where. Oh yeah. And they're all right there in that one spot where it was compacted, so that's pretty cool too. Uh-huh. Little fluff. He ain't hurt nothing. He ain't hurt nothing at all. Give him a little fluffing. About time for one anyway. And from the looks of things, I think we're going to be above our 200 worm bin count next time, I believe. So that's good news. Oh, that stuff's tight. But they're in it. I mean, that's even crazier. So, yeah. Looking good. See, it ain't half as bad over here. Yeah. Looking good. Looking happy. Yeah. A bunch of new ones in here. I can look at tell that there's a bunch of little worms like that wasn't in here before. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have a better count this next run than we did last time, I believe. So, yeah. See, there you go. You're already trying to get in there, ain't you? Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, looking good. Looking real good. Yeah. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Man, work's been crazy. I was gonna make a video yesterday and it just didn't happen, and so yeah, it's always a busy time for me. Work gets in the way. Notice a couple of channels that have the same problems with work schedule getting involved in YouTube time. So yeah. We're gonna feed them right in here somewhere. And I think we're gonna actually do a double feeding. So let's just make a little spot right here. And I think we'll be good. A chunk of something in there. It's alright, they'll eat it. There we go. They'll probably be happy about that. I know I'm happy when I get fed. There we go. I've noticed that on a couple of pages there's people trying to get started and they're trying to go to Walmart and buy fishing worms and do it like that and all that. And only thing I got to say about it is I went by the sporting goods section the other day and most of their cans of worms were empty. They'd been halfway dumped out in the bin, and I don't know, it was crazy. And the price of them is ridiculous. And if you're interested in getting into some worms, find you somebody. Go to Mimi's, go to the Worm and Garden lady. Who else is selling worms? Anyway, find you somebody local or on here on YouTube that's selling worms, and just buy some from them, or go on eBay or Amazon or somewhere and buy you a bag of worms for $25-30 and be done with it, instead of spending, if you go buy 6 cans of worms, first off is that red wigglers, they call them reds or something like that. They're not red wigglers, they're European night crawlers. Red wigglers aren't big enough to make fish worms. You can get them fat enough to make them into fish worms eventually, but just go buy you a bag of worms. Go get you 1,000 worms or 500 worms or whatever you feel like you want to start with. I suggest at least 500, if not 1,000. And go on and spend the $35-40 for a pound of worms, 1,000 worms, or whatever you want to call it. And start your worm journey with a good amount of worms, and that way you're not struggling. I've seen people take 30 worms and start off and do great, but I suggest that you just go on and start with at least a pound or half pound at least. And depends on what kind of bin you're gonna run, But yeah, just go on and do that and spend the money. And I honestly think it's more economic to do it the bigger the better. So just go on and jump in there and do the thing, and don't try to be cheap about it, because it actually costs you more, I believe. Because I think the things are worms. They're about 30 worms in a little can, and I think it's about $6. So you figure that up. For you to get 300 worms, it's gonna cost you how much? $60. You know how many worms you can get for $60? Yeah, plenty. You can get at least 1,000 or 1 pound of worms for anywhere from $35 to $40, $50. And just do it that way and be done with it. And then, like I said, you can find these people that are selling 100% red wigglers if that's what you want. These are not 100%. I got mine from Uncle Jim's, and I got the mixed. But buy you a bag of that if that's what you want. And just spend the money and be done with it. And don't even fool around with the Walmart little cans of old little decrepit worms. I've dumped one out my hand. Probably wasn't 10 worms in it. And I was like, it said 30 on the lid, but it wasn't about 10 worms in the thing. I looked at it, and my wife, she looked at it too, and we were like, yeah, I bet you. Dumped them back in the can, I shucked them back in the cooler, and then we went through a couple cans, and they were empty. They'd already been dumped out, or somebody went in there and, I don't know, dumped a whole bunch of worms into one can and went through the checkout with them or something. There's no telling what was going on, but If it was me, just go somewhere local that sells worms. That's a worm dealer, not a Walmart bait shop, cooler full of worm kind of thing. And like I said, if you're hunting 100% reds and mimis and the garden worm lady, that's going to be where you need to go to get those, or somebody that is reputable that's selling 100%. So, all right, we got these puppies fed. So, we'll go on and get, I guess we'll get Purple out next and feed them. And then we'll drag out the old nursery bin and see what's going on with it. We might dig around in it a little bit and see about scavenging up some more worms. And see, that's the whole fun about it. Once you get started, you got worms. I mean, it's hard not to have worms once you get started. I don't care what it is. So, all you got to do is get them going. If you kill them, which we have, like I said, we killed 2 colonies off. We ain't buy any more worms. Okay, I bought worms one time in my life, and this is it. And you see everything that's going on in here with, let's see, with this one, and then we got that one, and we got that one, and then we got all of those. Yeah, you can see those, right? This, and then we've got, let's see, that's all out of after I killed all my worms, okay? So, yeah, just, if you get started and do it halfway right, even if you kill them off, they'll still leave you enough cocoons to start over with. So, I know all about starting over. We did it twice. So, yeah, let me drag out old Purple over here and get it set up, and we'll get right back. And look, while I'm doing that, you know what you got to do, right? You got to do what YouTube tell you to do. You got to subscribe. You got to hit the like button. You got to leave a comment. You gotta do all that stuff. If not, I won't exist. Yeah. Anyway, hold tight. Alright, here we go. Got a bunch of babies on there. A whole bunch of little hatchlings. So we'll fold them up like that. Keep them in the dark and a little dry right now. I mean, a little moist. Keep the wind off of them. Let them sit there for a minute. All we gotta do is feed this puppy, so we should be in pretty good shape. Oh gosh, watch out. Yeah, like I said, I'm still getting used to this thing here. Definitely good lick in there. So, yeah, I don't know why the thing bouncing. Oh, Lord. Anyway. Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to try this thing out, so we'll get better with it as we go. Sorry about the bouncing and all that good stuff. We'll have to get this thing figured out. It's got a little tripod at the bottom, and it telescopes from the top. Mine was the other way around. My legs telescoped from the bottom, and it brought the camera up at the top of the 3 legs, but this is backwards. So, yeah. All right, let's give them some food. There we go. That looks pretty good. There's potworms in there, but there's a bunch of juveniles in there too. That's all juveniles right there. So, yeah. No, I don't get too tore up about potworms anymore. I've been in it long enough to not even care. Yeah, I don't even care. They help, so instead of looking at them as a menace, I look at them as a blessing. So it's all trying to get the ecosystem evened out, and all your little helpers helping break down things that your worms ain't gonna break down. So yeah. Ain't none of them gonna break that down. So that's a packing tape. Something off of a box or something. So guess what? We'll trash that. So Alright, let's hop over here and drag this nursery bin out and give it a feeding. Alright. Yeah, that wasn't hard to set up at all. Yeah, I'm not liking the new tripod too much. By the time I raise it up and get the right distance from the bin, it wants to fall over. So anyway, because like I said, it's just the 3 legs at the bottom and the center post telescopes, and yeah, I ain't liking that one. So we may try the other one out on the next shoot and see how it does. Let's see, before I snatch this thing back, let's get us a little something here, because we planning on cleaning this thing out. So if there's anybody sitting up top anywhere, I might take a look to see. Yeah. And if you don't know, or you don't remember, you haven't been keeping up, I don't know why you haven't, but this is the bin that had castings from the cleanouts in here. So this is all cocoon and hatchlings all together. So that's what we're dealing with in this bin. And I don't know, let's just shoot down in here and see what we're dealing with, I guess. Oh, it's tight, real tight. I don't like that. There's a little ring of castings along the edge there. Still tons of little babies, but nothing big enough for me to get excited about yet. See, there's a handful right through there. This thing needs to be just fluffed out. I could break my table out, I guess, and pull them out on it and go through it and put my bifocal or speculars on and see if I can pull out as many little ones as I can. And we'll go from there. It's about impossible to get every worm, so I've learned that a long time ago. So, yeah. Yeah, let's just see. Man, there's a bunch of youngins. Anyway. Yeah, there's a bunch of youngins. So, we'll swipe out as many as we can, I guess. Ain't gonna hurt them. And you know where they're going, right? They're going in this little mini worm factory being set up that I got the other day. And it took forever for it to get here, but it finally showed up. Showed up like an illegitimate child 12 years later, but it made it. I was happy about that. It made it, didn't have a forklift run over it. A forklift stab a fork through it. Not like anybody threw it off the truck. So yeah, I was happy it made it here in one piece. That's why I don't do worms. I'm just not probably ever going to sell worms. At least on a large scale. Maybe local or something, maybe, or whatever. But I don't even know about that. Alright. I just figured we'd steal some if we could find them in here. And that is not a worm. So, alright. Let's get in some goulash here. I think we'll be good for right now. Till I figure out what I'm going to do about this bin. Because, I mean, I'm okay with taking out worms as we're going like we are, but at some point in time, I really need this thing to finish off so I can be done with it. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I ain't 100% sure. What I'm going to do about that. Time for some new food. That's about the end of that bucket. 5-gallon bucket load. There we go. Yeah, you hear that, right? It's about empty. Alright. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. This thing here just keeps giving. There's so many cocoons in here hatching. And just everything is ridiculous. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said before, it's not a real bad problem to have too many worms. I mean, you know. This is that last batch we put in over here on this side. Yeah. What do you... I mean... What do you just wait for that? I don't know. Oh, man. And that's not the only one. There's another ball. I mean, this whole side over here is ridiculous. There's a decent one. And a couple of 20 more. So... yeah, wow. That is crazy. I mean, I just pick them up and throw them. I'll throw them in one of these little cups right here, I reckon. And we'll see about giving them a new home, I guess. They're stuck all over my glove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, awesome. The nursery bin is definitely doing its thing. So, give them a little fluff and send them on their way, I guess. So, These castings aren't completely finished, but I mean, I don't know. I need them to be finished. So, yeah. Let's fluff this side over here and see what's hiding over here in this corner. Scared to look. I mean, really? These are bigger. I'm liking these sizes here. This is the size I'm hunting, like that. You know. I don't know. Getting wet over here a little bit. Hmm. Wow. This is another bathtub bin. Here's what this is. It's loaded. Anyway. Alright, well, they're fed. And looking good. Doing fine. So, I can't complain. Just don't know what you're going to do with all these worms. Yeah. Sound like I'm like that. If I can get up to there, I'll take them every day. But tasting them little things like that, nah. Yeah. Alright, well. Not doing too bad there either. Let's you want to check in on the little miniature worm factory thing? We'll check it out. Hold tight. Alright, let's do this one. We'll be good then. So everybody's still in there. Nobody decided to pack up and leave. So I believe they like it in their home. So we're just gonna take this little couple of suckers here we just got here, and we're probably just gonna do that right there. Add them to the mix. Yeah, bunch of little hatchlings and all that good stuff in there. Let's see here. Can we get you in on this a little bit better there? Is that better for you? Yeah. So it's a bunch of little hatchlings and stuff going back in there. Yeah, so we're adding to the population again, so that's even better. And so there's going to be a mess of them in here now. And that's good. It'll make it an eating little machine, so that's what we want. So yeah, that's awesome. I would add some bedding in, but I forgot my cardboard, and that's actually what I'm going to add in here. And so I'm just going to let them run down, leave it like that. I mean, it's fresh bedding in there anyway, so I ain't too worried about it right now. They'll survive. They'll get along just fine. So yeah, I'll let them run down, and I feel good about the number that's in there now. So I mean, we were kind of good to start with. Now I know we're good. So that's definitely going to be a helper. I'm trying to make it a eating little monster, so that's what I want. I want a massive amount population in here, hungry worms, trying to get fat and happy, and then we can just start cramming food down its throat wide open. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I appreciate y'all coming checking me out. If you hadn't and you're here, you know what to do. You need to go on and just subscribe and keep up what's going on with the little miniature, little worm tower factory thing. And yeah, like I said, that's about that for that. I hope everybody has a good week at work coming up, and you know what to do. Hit all them buttons, bells, ding dings, and all that good stuff. And I guess you know what? We'll see you on the next one.